This is the practice of breath prayer. Breath prayer is a simple prayer, and it's one of the types of prayers that can be categorized as a dwelling prayer. What you do when you dwell in your prayer is you dwell on the Lord. It's very few words, and you're just sitting with the Lord as if you're sitting with a good friend. So breath prayer relies on your breathing. You pay attention to the in-breath and the out-breath, and you go with that rhythm and that flow. So 3 things to pay attention to when doing the breath prayer practice is paying attention to your breath, the ins and the outs. Secondly, paying attention to a name of God that has meaning for you now. Thirdly, paying attention to the petition of your heart, the desire in your heart, the intention you have in this current season. And so when you do a breath prayer, it's a short prayer that you can, put into your day, maybe 2 to 3 minutes long. So you can do this breath prayer once a day or twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, whenever you need it. And each time, it should only be maybe 2 or 3 minutes long. You'll say a phrase on the in-breath, and you'll say a second phrase at the out-breath. So for example, I choose a name of God that means something to me. It could be simply Lord for the in-breath, and a phrase for the out-breath would be the desire or the intention. So the second phrase could be, give me your presence. Lord, give me your presence. When you breathe in, you say, Lord. When you breathe out in your mind, you say, give me your presence. Other examples I can list for you are other names of God. So, Prince of Peace. On the in-breath, I enter the stillness. On the out-breath. On the in-breath, Emmanuel. On the out-breath, you are with me. On the in-breath, light of the world. On the out-breath, show me the way. So when you do these kinds of dwelling prayers, it's pretty normal that distractions will come up. Once you're aware of any distractions, just be easy on yourself. You recognize that you got off track. Be gentle, be easy, and then pay attention. Get back to your breath. Get back on track again and begin with the in-breath and the phrase, the name of God, for the first in-breath. So I'm going to cue you now. It's about 4 minutes in and 20 seconds. So that if you need this guided practice, you can start here at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll begin the practice. For breath prayer, you want to start with 3 questions. The first question, can you begin to pay attention to your breath? Notice your breath. Quiet your mind. Notice the breath in and notice the breath you breathe out. Do this a couple times. Secondly, the question you ask is, what is the name of God that has meaning to you now in this current season? Usually, you'll keep that name, you'll keep your breath prayer phrases for a while, things that mean something to you. And then maybe a week later, a month or two later, a year later, you'll figure out, I need a new breath prayer. And so you will ask, what's the name of God that has meaning to you? For me, the name of God that comes up for me is faithful and true from the book of Revelation. Secondly, you want to ask, what is the simple desire, the petition, the intention that you have in this season? So for me, the phrase for me is, grant me patience in the waiting. So my entire breath prayer phrases are faithful and true, grant me patience in the waiting. And what you do is you put these two phrases together, one for the in-breath, the other for the out-breath. For me, it's going to be a little bit different because I have a lot of wordiness to it. So the way that I'll do it is on the in-breath, faithful and true. On an out-breath, grant me. On another in-breath, patience, because that's what I need, so I bring it in. And then on the out-breath, in the waiting. Faithful and true, grant me. Patience, in the waiting. And then for you, it could just be that simple breathing pattern of just one cycle of in and out. So if it's, Lord, give me your presence, on the in-breath is Lord, on the out-breath is give me your presence. We'll start the 2 minutes now, and I will have a chime to close the end of the 2 minutes so that you know you can stop. Let's begin. Pay attention to your breath, the ins and the outs, and then slowly weave in the two phrases that you've selected, the name of God and your simple desire.